Lab number 29. With this lab, we are starting the new lab series in which we will be developing a MobileFirst Platform asset that will be called electricity consumption checker. So this asset will be for energy industry, and you can find out more about it by watching Extra Lab 9.2. And as you remember, at the end of this lab, we created the images from the Ninja mockup service that represents actually each and every screen of our app, and this is how our app will look like. So we will have a login screen with ability to change language and enter demo mode. Now we will have task list. So this is my tasks first of all, and this is where the person who will check the energy, electricity consumption in each and every home will be able to see his tasks for today that he'd taken. And then of course he can search for all the tasks through available tasks, so he can view them on map. He can pick the task by clicking the specific button. If he takes one task, it's immediately appear in active tasks under my task tab, and then he goes to task details. If he will click on that task to understand where he need to go, so full address, he is able to route to this address through some kind of navigation software. And when he will be there, he click on the button I'm here, and basically then he enters a new value for electricity and take a photo of the gauge to just justify that he was there. And he click and finish the task. From a server side, he goes reply about how much money he need to pay for this particular value, so he can then just say this amount to the customer, and basically together with this amount the customer will receive the bill pretty soon. So the bill by email will be sent shortly, and finally under my tasks he sees his task as completed. So this is the general overview of the app that we will be doing right now, and we'll be again working with Ionic framework. So our app will be based on Ionic framework and AngularJS. So first of all, let's go to getting started, and we will pick up for this app tabs templates. So that one that actually will allow us to start not from scratch but from something pre-built, and in this particular template it will be navigation system based on tabs that we will use in our app. So let's open the terminal and navigate to our workspaces, so dev workspaces, and let's create a new workspace. We will start with Ionic start. Name of the app, in our case it will be ECC, so electricity consumption checker, and then IO to specify that this will be an Ionic project, and then tabs as a template. So as you remember, this command will actually download the latest version of this template and any required project structure files from the Ionic server, from their basically GitHub repository rather than the server, of course. And we will be able then to go inside this folder and actually preview this app by running Ionic serve. But this time, for this particular lab series, we will be using different IDEs, so we won't go with Atom, with text editor as we did in a previous lab series for the command line interface, and we won't go with Eclipse. We will go with something else, and this is called WebStorm. So you should install it by completing the lab 1.6. And when you complete it, you will be able to launch WebStorm, which is not free, but we have a trial edition for 30 days. And this is one of the best-in-class IDEs for basically web development. But because our app still will be developed in a hybrid way, for us it's more than suitable to use such kind of editor. And we will select evaluate for free for 30 days, accept the license, and just start our WebStorm. But before we will open the project, let's create actual MFP project in order not to work with Ionic, and do the same trick we did in a previous lab series with command line. So we will create MFP project with MFP create and the name of the project. In our case, it will be ECC MFP. And then we will go inside and add hybrid app with name ECC. So now let's navigate inside this app and do the same trick. So inside the common folder, we have our common structure that will be partially replaced by everything that is in Ionic www folder. So let's copy everything with -r from dev workspaces. Home IBM dev workspaces, then ECC IO www here. So now we can see that we have much more files. We don't need actually image folder, so we can remove it right away. Next thing for us will be to create a symbolic link, and first of all we will remove an existing www folder, and then we will create a symbolic link from common folder to this www inside Ionic. So we'll do it with -ref to remove www folder inside Ionic project, and then we will use command ln-s to create the link from home IBM dev workspaces, then ECC MFP, then apps, our app name and common, to www folder, just like this. Let's preview if we have our link working. So workspaces, ECC IO, www actually leads exactly where we headed to, so to a common folder. And we will also create one more symbolic link, and this one will be actually from the Ionic folder, the root folder of Ionic project, ECC IO, to our MFP project, and there will be just a folder called Ionic. This is needed for launching things like live reload and everything without going to Ionic project, and just by navigating in more easier way from the ECC MFP root folder, so from our root folder of MobileFirst Platform project. So now we can actually open this project inside WebStorm. So let's do it by clicking open and providing a path to home IBM dev workspaces ECC MFP, just like this. So now we have our WebStorm ready. Let's make it almost full screen, but we will keep some place for a web browser for previewing our app. Something like this will be enough. And now actually we can launch a terminal. So we can open the terminal here, go to Ionic project by navigating to Ionic folder and start Ionic serve with -b. So this will launch live reload server, and then actually we can navigate to this link from the web browser. So we need to go to localhost, and this will open our app just as we expected. So let's place it here. And now we have our app ready, and we have our environment ready for further development. So we see the common folder, and actually we will change something. Let's, for example, try to change the main page, like tab dash, that opened by default. For example, let's change this label to hello. Yep, so just like this, we see the results. So now we can continue with mobile development inside this environment together with live reload, and work it in more easier way by using those symbolic links that we created. So on this step, our lab 29 is finished. Thank you.